Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. If you are tired of wasting your valuable time driving back and forth to the post office, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're unpacking a topic that will fundamentally change your shipping workflow: how to schedule a USPS package pickup online. We are going to show you exactly how to put the post office right on your front porch. I mean, have you ever spent 30 minutes of your Tuesday afternoon just standing in a line to drop off a few outgoing orders? We all know exactly how frustrating that is. Whether you're running a bustling e-commerce store or simply returning a pair of shoes you bought online, your time is valuable. The driving, the parking, the waiting, it all eats into your week. But here's the secret: you don't actually need to go to the post office at all. Today, we're pitching USPS online pickup scheduling as the ultimate time-saving solution that eliminates that commute entirely. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today, so you know exactly what to expect. First, we'll cover the basics with understanding USPS package pickup. Then we'll walk through the step-by-step scheduling process. After that, we'll troubleshoot with common mistakes and FAQs, followed by advanced tips for frequent users, and finally, we'll wrap it up with our final thoughts. Section 1, Understanding USPS package pickup, the ultimate time-saving solution. So what is this exactly? By definition, package pickup is a USPS service where your mail carrier collects your outbound packages directly from your home or business during their regular delivery route. Think of it as reverse delivery. Since your carrier is already coming to your address to drop off the mail, they simply grab your outgoing packages while they're there. And the absolute best part, if you schedule it during their normal route, this service is completely free. You don't pay an extra dime for the convenience. Now, you do need to make sure your packages actually qualify. To get a free pickup, you need to be sending at least one package using a premium service. That means things like Priority Mail Express, USPS Ground Advantage, returns, or international shipments. A really great real-world example is a USPS flat rate box. Those always qualify. Standard items like media mail or first-class letters are ineligible on their own, but here's the trick. If you bundle them with just one eligible premium package, the carrier will happily take the whole shebang. Section 2, Step-by-Step Scheduling Process, Start to Finish Walkthrough. The process is incredibly straightforward. First, you'll just visit the official USPS website or open their app. Next, hover over Send and click Schedule a Pickup. You'll drop in your zip code to check availability, which is super important for rural routes or gated buildings. Then you lock in your date and time, input the package details, review, and confirm. Let's look a little closer at a few crucial moments in this flow. Step 3 is absolutely vital. When you input your address to check availability, the system will explicitly ask you to declare if there is a dog on the premises. Now, this isn't just trivia, it's a strict safety protocol for the postal worker. You just select yes, there is a dog, or no, there isn't. But you have to complete this dog warning check to proceed. It just ensures the carrier knows exactly what kind of environment they're walking into. And this brilliantly illustrates the two distinct options you have when selecting your time in Step 4. The first is the standard free package pickup, which just happens during your regular mail delivery. You can't specify a time, it just happens when your carrier normally arrives. Alternatively, if you've got an urgent shipment and you really need the carrier to come during a specific time window, you can choose Pickup on Demand. That comes with a flat fee of $26.50 per trip, regardless of how many packages you actually have. When it comes to timing your free pickups, you really need to memorize this number: 2 o'clock, specifically 2 a.m. Central Time. If you want same-day pickup service, this is the strict deadline to submit or edit your request. If you miss that 2 a.m. cutoff, your pickup won't happen until the following business day. Now, in Step 5, you'll declare how many packages you have for each mail class. But here's a pro tip when entering the weight. You don't need to weigh every single box perfectly to the exact ounce. You just estimate the total combined weight of all your packages and round up to the nearest whole pound. This is incredibly important for logistics. Rounding up ensures the post office sends a vehicle with enough space and that the carrier is physically prepared for the lift. Section 3, Common Mistakes and FAQs. Troubleshooting your pickup. So the crucial point to remember here is 70. No single package can exceed 70 pounds. On top of that, the box cannot exceed 130 inches in combined length and girth. If your item is heavier or larger than these dimensions, it violates safety regulations for the carrier. In that case, you're going to have to make special arrangements at a retail post office to ship it. Here's another strict rule tied to a number: 10. If you're using physical adhesive postage stamps to pay for your shipping, meaning you didn't print a prepaid label online, the package cannot weigh more than 10 ounces, and it cannot be thicker than half an inch. If it exceeds either of these limits, the carrier cannot legally pick it up for security reasons. You have to physically take those specific stamp-bearing packages to a retail counter and hand them to an employee yourself. Let's rapidly fire off a few other essential FAQs. First, what if you miss the pickup time and your package isn't on the porch when the carrier arrives? Well, your shipment will simply have to wait until the next day. You'll need to reschedule. Second, hazardous materials, or hazmat. Yes, you can ship permitted items like lithium batteries or perfumes, but they absolutely must be clearly marked hazmat on the label and physically separated from your standard packages on the porch. Third, if you're shipping internationally, the carrier will only take it if your customs forms were fully completed and paid for online. You cannot hand them handwritten customs forms. Section 4. Advanced tips for frequent users. Streamline your operations. Let's look at how to really build your efficiency here. While you certainly can schedule pickups as a guest, frequent users should absolutely create a free USPS online account. Why? Because it saves your address book data so you don't have to type it in every single day. It also gives you access to a rich history of your past pickups and tracking data. And crucially, logging in lets you easily cancel or modify your pickup requests up until 4:59 a.m. on the day of the pickup, which gives you ultimate flexibility if an order falls through. Now, if you're shipping orders every single week, you can actually set up recurring pickups. This lets you schedule pickups at predetermined intervals, like every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It acts exactly like a subscription service for your outbound mail. You set it, you forget it, and the mail carrier just shows up like clockwork, completely automating a huge chunk of your logistical rhythm. Section 5. Final thoughts. Unlock time-saving benefits today. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the core takeaway. Returning merchandise or running an e-commerce business is literally as easy as leaving a box on your front doorstep. You print the label, click a few buttons, and the post office comes directly to you. It's a total game changer. You instantly gain hours of your life back. Just a quick, responsible disclaimer before we go. Always double-check the procedures, weight limits, and terms of service directly on the official USPS website. We are broadcasting this explainer in August 2026. And while all this data is completely accurate right now, postal policies, pricing, and exact deadlines can and do change over time. So I'll leave you with this provocative question. How much time will you save this week by scheduling your next pickup online? Whether it's 20 minutes or 2 whole hours, that is time you can invest back into your business, your family, or just yourself. Leave your thoughts, your own shipping tips, and any questions you have in the comments below. Get online, schedule that pickup, and empower yourself with a vastly more efficient week. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.